Turn your mind inward so that it loses its form and only pure consciousness remains. Meditate upon consciousness by identifying yourself with that. That is self-luminous. And cannot be something objective removed from yourself. Identified as consciousness is true knowledge. Thus you find yourself formless, timeless, perpetual, and at peace. What is your mind when it loses its form? Find out. And this finding out is meditation. This is meditation upon the nature of the meditator. Inquire to thus know yourself and remain absorbed. You are indivisible. And self-known, self-existent. All right.
when instructed by you about meditation and such, and in the literature, similar statements by other true sages. There's a favorite reassurance that I have always loved, which is don't try to get yourself off the hook for not enough intensity by saying, well, it's just too complicated. Because it seems that a number of teachers in the scripture and yourself will say, oh, don't worry about that. If the intention is there, if the love is there, if the effort to try is there, you're not going to get blamed, so to speak, for some technical deviance. That's a poor excuse. Just keep trying. And in so many words, I've seen it in a number of places, and I have to say that if I've got it straight, it's a great instruction. But I just want to make sure I got that straight.
What is your intention?
To do the very best, most, and consistent thing I can, but I try not to dodge my what I should be able to do by any of the things I mentioned, like, oh, it's too complicated, or I'm too this, or I'm too that, Just try hard, have faith in the guru, and then there's no excuse.
That is all right.
This morning I did, I guess you could call, a walking meditation for about 3 hours. I was walking, and underneath and in the middle of all that was something that wasn't moving. And it was just really wonderful to find that, I was walking along rather briskly, and the mind occasionally doing its yakety-yak little thing, or whatever, but beneath all that, there was something that just was not moving at all. And I guess this is similar to what he was saying. I was thinking, when does all the moving stuff just suddenly not be there? And all there is the thing at the core of it, and supporting it all, that is just there. And then I thought, well, I can't worry about that. I'll let Bhagavan worry about that. I just focus on that thing. Well, it wasn't a thing. But I just focus on that unmovingness, and that's what I was, and that's what I need to identify with. Was that the correct way?
What is unmoving is also not walking.
Yes, right. It was
Because
like,
you are not the body.
yes. See, that was it. I was thinking, here I am walking along. I went about 3 miles, and here I'm walking along, and I'm not really. And, there's no such a thing as anywhere in this unmovingness. It's just there, and that's what and that's who I am. What I am is that, and not all the.
What is unmoving is bodiless. What is bodiless is eternal and infinite.
See, now that's what at this point, I just, I tell myself that, but that's only a thought. When I tell myself that, I don't feel that.
Who is the I that doesn't feel?
The one that's not moving. What's not moving?
What is unmoving and hence bodiless, eternal, and infinite is impersonal.
Yes,
It's
yes.
not based. It's not based on an ego entity.
But so why doesn't the whole ego thing just go away? I mean, why do I?
Because you believe in it.
How I know, and it's so frustrating. I don't want to. I said, get out of here, and it don't go.
Find out who's frustrated.
Well, that's the thing that disappears.
Everything can disappear except one thing. That one thing you should remain identified with.
Okay, now that's another thing. To be identified with it does not necessarily mean that all the supposedly moving things are going to cease to manifest themselves in whatever manner they aren't even real, but there they are.
What are the things you're referring to that manifest themselves?
Well, the moving things, but
Your body moves, the senses move,
the mind.
the mind moves. Something does not move.
Yes.
What moves is changing. You cannot be that which is changeful.
So at this stage, is it enough to say that's not me? Because there are moments when I really actually don't feel like it is me, because this other thing that is not moving is me.
How many of you are there?
Well, there's I'm not even sure what I'm trying to ask here. I mean, I know I say all in what you just said. I say that to myself too. So when does all the moving stuff when does it like just go away and not come back?
when you cease to believe in it. That is, when you cease to regard it as real, cease to regard it as your identity.
So when that comes about, will I be not seeing or hearing anything? There's no way to answer that question with words. I realize that, but or is it more like just waking up from a dream?
Find out. Wake up from the dream.
Okay.